time to open Q again. Oh, this is actually a copy of my Windows 1. I didn't reinstall DOS from scratch. So, simply delete Windows. Yes! And then, for the install disks, I just copied them over like I did for Windows 1. If you go back to that video, I've reduced my resolution, which makes everything look bigger, which is nice. Okay, so now I still need to hardware. Still need to change it to, here it is, the first disk to PC. Alright, Windows 2. And I installed Windows 3, but I'm going to reinstall it for video at some point later. Alright, now time to run setup. And I need to know all these things. Yes. And this is Windows. Yes, that's where I want to install it. I'm going to choose this one because it's probably the most similar to modern computers. I mean, there's two ways to think about this. You either go with the oldest one because it's going to be, what everything's backwards compatible with, or you go with the newest one because it's the most similar to new hardware. I'm going to do that. And these guys said we should use EGA, but no, it's VGA. These guys installed it, but they didn't do it on hardware, so respect. I've done it on hardware too, but whatever. Then in this case, VGA, because most displays, most computers have graphics adapters that are compatible with VESA, VESA, which is the standard for SVGA, Super VGA, which is backwards compatible with VGA, but it's capable of higher resolutions and more color depth. And that's backwards compatible with EGA and CGA, but VGA gives best resolution. Yes, keyword is what I have, or what I want, what I'm used to at least. Yes, this is what I want, because that's what it emulates, and that's what the most common to be able to, that's also the most common thing to have and to be compatible with. Yep. I do not want to install a printer, sorry. Yes, this is my country. Okay, so I gotta go to this. And 2D. Let's see. I'll just say this is unnecessary apparently. I remember this, I did this before, just to test it out. I think this one actually works the best. I think this is actually the version of Windows. Windows 3 works fine actually, but there were a couple of problems in installing it. This is actually, let's just finish it up. And it can be started by tapping win. Let's win. Hey. Right. Huh. No. I remember this happened before when I installed it before. That's why, if you saw in installing DOS, which is the base for Windows 1, 2, and 3, which Windows 1, 2, and 3 run on, in that video why I showed, show package contents and then renaming this to .env, so you can just open it up, and then you can copy over. That was, because I remember this, but just copying all of the PIF files over, and then it worked. Actually, I might have actually had to copy over the exes. It's not this one. Oh, it's the fourth one. Hey, whatever. Here are the PIF files, so let's just copy them over. But I might actually have to copy. It's lucky that actually I'm just gonna copy over the applications just to be safe. It's lucky that Windows 2, the applications are not it's lucky for Windows 2 that the applications are not that the program that actually that the files on the install disk are not compressed like in Windows 3 and later. Windows 3, a compressed version has an underscore at the end. In Windows 98 and later, that they're compressed into what like cabinet files, which are .cab. But Windows 2, they're just uncompressed, stored on the install disks. That's a weird bug in the installer, but yes, it works. Yes, right. This is right. It is like Notepad, but older, and it has its own file format. Notepad, or WordPad, not Notepad. WordPad has this is a .wri file. Windows 1 did .doc, but I think it's not compatible with any version of Microsoft Word, but I'm not 100% sure about that. And we can see, let's see, what does it let us save us as? Microsoft Word format, text only, and make backup. Or save it as a .wri, which is standard. And then, I think that might be Word for DOS, not Word for Windows. Okay, and then, but it's a non-standard format. It's separate. And then, Notepad is here. And it's Notepad. Same as other versions of Windows. To open up the terminal, this is actually from Windows 2. It's been converted to run on newer versions of Windows. Oh, I'm blind. Here it is. Terminal. It's actually a TRM terminal settings file. Oh, shoot. Gotta do that first. So, this here is a console adapter for a network switch. I have it back here. Connected to... Where is it? It's connected to the console port of that switch. So, to move this, so I'm going to move this computer so that the cable can reach. Oh, man. It can only reach like this far, so I need to shift this over some, so you can shifting the computer some, so you can actually. Okay, so now I can actually plug this in. There we go. So now it's actually plugged into the serial. So now I can actually connect. So the terminal allows you to connect to things over the serial port, like other computers, and basically lets it use it like a hardware terminal. So the terminal settings files is .trm. So this here is a TRM file. So do you wish to connect? Yes. So to connect, enter. You see? It's on the. So for example, these commands are running on that switch. The font is a little bit messed up. If you can see, the font is a little bit messed up because this is Windows 98, not Windows 2. But it's still working. See? It's working. So that's how the terminal works. The included apps are pretty much the same under Windows 1 and Windows 2. So this would be pretty much the same if for the Windows 1 terminal. But Windows 1 apps start like this under newer versions of Windows, whereas Windows 2 start reasonably sized. Right?
I know what you're trying to do. You saw I'm having the same problem.
See, about terminal. See, version 2.03.
If you have trouble getting them a 5.
So it might actually not be the terminal. It might just be a text window when it's running a DOS program. Which somebody said that you have to have it. I heard one time that. Oh, well, that's a weird bug, probably. Whatever. That's... Oh, there is only 377 kilobytes free. Huh. Well, now it's time to see. Now it's time to open, and yeah. This is kind of bad user interface. But not, it's okay. Windows 3 was not as good as Windows 3, which, yeah, it's okay. Yes. Oh, obviously. And you don't just get to see. You just go start at start. Now we can look and see if we're... Well, we load the DOS mouse driver for DOS programs to high memory, and we load the CD driver into high memory. So, doesn't seem to be our problem. Yeah, and you don't get to choose file type up down either. Let's see, how does config this look like? Device high and device high. Well, okay. I wonder if I restart the computer, maybe we'll have enough memory to run the command prompt under Windows. I'm just curious. So first, you gotta go there. It's also odd that it has, well, 378, but still, I feel like there should be enough memory to run it, but maybe not. Let's not bother about that. I showed write. I talked about write. We show it to the terminal. Spooler, that's for printing. It collects all the pages in memory, and then it sends them out to the printer as a bunch at a time instead of one at a time. Reversey, which is fun, and actually works. Unlike Windows 1, which made me sad, because Reversey didn't work. What is this video? Yeah. Ooh, that's a bad idea. Yeah, I'm gonna do that anyways, because I always lose anyways. So, I don't care. Just do... Oh, man. Oh, that sucks. We'll go here, and then he's gonna take the corner, because... Why'd I do that? Because I always lose anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Well, I've taken the edge, but he's also taken the edge. Dang, I always lose at Reversey. And I really hate losing, but I lose it all the time anyways. Oh, let's see. Well, he's gonna take that corner too. I'll take my pieces there too. And this is why I always lose at Reversey, because I'm bad at D-game. How do I go? Oh, it's diagonal. Okay. I still am not in place to take corner. But I have to move. No, I don't just get to pass. I mean, yeah. I'll go here then, because he's blocked himself. I can take this corner. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Let's see, where do I have to go? Here? He's gonna take the corner. Whatever. I lost by 14. Yeah, that's how Reversey always goes for me, because this is readme. Is not a valid? Okay, so there are some problems. Like that. Well, let's see. It might actually be like empty or something. Let's see. Oh, so apparently all of the files copied from that disk are empty, apparently. Empty or corrupt. See, that's empty too. Okay, so I can't. That's the main file manager and program manager. Okay, it does nothing. That would be funny if it said, this program requires Microsoft Windows. Because it's called MS-DOS. But apparently it's just going to freeze and not work. Okay, well, thank you. Oh, and random bug. The mouse reset did not. The DOS mouse driver, the mouse is not working. PIF edit PIF files for running DOS programs. That's just great. Thumbs up. Paint. I can't write with the mouse. And writing with the mouse sucks anyways. It's like an X, it's supposed to be a T. I don't know, it looks like an asterisk. But anyways. Paint. What is it about paint? Let's call this 60. Alright. Yep. Paint sucks. Even newer versions do. And this is an old version. Let's not save this file.
What is that?
It's old. Windows. Oh, yes. And that's this program. Yep.
Paint sucks.
Yes, paint does suck.
Because it's like...
Wait, what that? Oh.
Oh.
Yep, that file is corrupt. It has a bunch of O's with umlauts. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what you're on. The install program corrupted all the damn files. Convert paint. This is to convert paint files from Windows 1 format to Windows 2 format. Here's this control panel. You can make the cursor blink fast or slow. Or about right. Or you can make it fast so it's hard to double click. Or you can make it slow so you can click and then wait like I have a second and again. I think this is, yeah, that's about right. And that is that today's date? I think it probably is. What? I didn't want to do that. Yep, 17th of November of 2019. Yep, and it's 11:48. Let's see, add new printer. No, I don't want to add a new printer. Font, no. And it's version 2.03, which is right.
Which is really bad.
Which is right, because it's the same as the version of Windows. Communication settings. This is for the terminal.
Screen colors.
Oh yeah, let's make this look a little bit. Let's see. Oh, the background. Let's turn this background to be green. Let's not mess around with that. All right.
Yes. Screen color. Make it all like purple. I want to have purple.
What? You're not even using this. All right. Let's see what the.
Purple.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah.
See what the country settings are. USA. Month date year. I like 24-hour time.
Of course
I don't know if you can hear my brother in the background talking to me. Okay. But okay, I'll change the screen color. The background to purple?
All of them are purple.
Is this purple enough for you?
Yeah.
There we go, that's purple. Let's also make that purple. There we go, that's purple now.
Ooh.
Let's also make that purple. Alright. Oh, amazing. Okay.
Make it so you can
It's already purple, that's this. Let's make this also. If you don't have it right on their nose, it simulates it by mixing the colors, by putting pixels randomly, because there's not that many colors available. Title of our text. Oh. put it under. Oh, look, it's purple. That's a active border. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's put this other color. Oh, look, it's purple. An active border. It's amazingly also purple. Window frame. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Now you can't see anything. Alright. Let's make this a little bit darker.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Oh, let's make it darker and then have it actually be color purple. Let's just have it be colored. This color, maybe? Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, the blue.
Yeah, alright. Scroll to bars. Actually, that looks about right. Whatever. Well, let's make them in the middle. Okay.
It's beautiful.
Okay. This is Leo's color scheme. Leo's favorite color scheme.
Yes.
Just amazing. Isn't this just amazing? The neon color scheme. Picked by my brother. Showing how to use the control panel. Oh, we also have this. Oh, because it inverts when you do that. Okay. That's neat. Alright. Without further ado, let's see how the clock looks. Ugh. If it pulls up. Oh, okay. Well, it did. Here's the clock. It's also purple, except for the second hand, which is black.
Weird. It is
Yeah.
11.
Let's show it.
2.
Oh, it won't show digital. Oh, yeah, that's how you minimize. And it just goes down to the desktop. Okay.
Wait, you can't change it?
Clipboard viewer. If you've copied something, you can see it there.
Oh.
This is a card file. Card. Add a card. Card 2. This is a card. Card. Okay. No, let's not change it. What? This is a calendar program. It's not terribly useful. Oh, we can show it as a month. Let's add a. Oh, let's add something. Let's see. Tomorrow. Let's see. Let's see. Well, this is 2 o'clock or 1400. Okay. And we could save it, but I don't really want to. Okay. And now here's the calculator. Oh, that looks nice. That's a nice looking calculator. 4 times 4 equals 16, and 9 times 9 81, and 3.11 minus 3.1 equals 0.01, which is right. I've heard that in some Windows 3 calculators that causes it to just be 0. Oh. What is my color scheme? Oh yes, and see that text is this. Because it obviously got corrupted. Do this that text. It's also this. It's corrupted by the install. And this one got so corrupted that probably the final system descriptor got corrupted. Yeah. I don't really care. Let's see. There is 361 kilobytes of memory left. Let's see if we can run this. No, there's not enough memory to run. Sad face. Okay, let's see how much memory there is after it leaves. There is
You have
561 kilobytes because it can't use that. But
the total memory it has is 15,857.
no, the total memory is this, which is 16 megabytes or 15,999 kilobytes.
Oh, but you used 142 kilobytes.
Which is 78 kilobytes of conventional memory. Huh.
And now you have 15,857 kilobytes.
Com. Let's see. Oh, yes. But now, this can only see the no memory, and it uses a lot of it. Dang. That's a lot. Alright. And now, we will end this. Okay. Time to shut down. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. I forgot.